Welcome! It's the Rainbow Wizard, and this is going to be a twin flame reading I haven't done in a little while. For those of you that watch twin flame readings, they are more spiritually tapped in, and I did actually post three. I posted like 3 hours, and then I posted in three three clips or videos. So maybe you can scroll back a month ago. They are timeless. These are not readings that I do weekly or even monthly or any schedule. I do them when I get a sort of calling to do them. Usually, twin flame readings. It's more spiritual. Like I usually get some signs to do them, and here I am. Let's do a spread for you and twin flame. And also I would say, again, I know in the sense of social media, right, there are titles like, twin flames, and you think, oh, how would I know if I'm in a twin flame union, right? And it has also to do with if you are someone that is spiritual perhaps as well, or you've had a calling. Sometimes twin flames, they, it opens them up to a spiritual journey as well. It just really depends, and you will know as well if you connect with the reading. I would say that go with your feeling. It's not about facts. Okay, so that's all I can say. I'm going to focus on shuffling these cards just a couple of more times, and meanwhile you can like, subscribe, leave a comment, share your twin flame journey perhaps, and where you are at in your twin flame journey. For those of you that are on a twin flame journey, this is not a usual love story, and the love story does have all kinds of twists and turns as well. So check out other signs in your chart. Check out a zodiac sign perhaps for more sort of accurate information. I will be doing those during the weekend. It is very hot here in London. I can't remember it being this hot before. I constantly have either aircon or fan on, so it's noisy in the background. I don't really like to have that on. So, but that's how it is. For the moment, I'm trying the fan before I put the aircon on. Now, okay, dear twin flames, the moon. So I'm seeing there's some kind of debris that you've been shedding in the recent time. There could be an awakening, or before an awakening, there's some kind of gloom, doom and gloom feeling like it's around you, maybe for no reason. So with the magician here, it's you getting ready to also use your tools. This could be also readiness, because you could be seeing 10-10. Maybe you are showcasing your tools, your talents. This is also manifesting a reunion with a twin flame. They could be trying to pull you in. This person could have Taurus in their chart specifically. I see the bull here. That's the first that caught my eye. The challenge here could be that there was a chaser, there was a runner, usually is. And for the reunion to happen, one has to stop chasing and running. Now, these are just terminologies. It doesn't mean that I used to, when I first heard it, I was thinking like, oh my God, he would want to run after. You won't want to chase someone that's running. If you picture it as, that looks funny, right? And you'd think, don't want to be a desperate chaser, do you? It's not really, it's not really like that. So you can look it up. I won't bore you with it. But there could have been like there was something about you giving yourself love, and maybe also finding out what self-love meant. That's also another term that's like, what does it mean? So it's kind of finding out what it means to you, understanding it, but you only understand it when you've been on this journey, and it's like, aha, okay, this is what it means. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. I do see and pick up here that your person is becoming aware that what they try to stop, pause, and wear a mask, it's kind of caught up with them, and they've come to realize that they have gone through changes, or maybe resisting changes after meeting you. And what they resisted was the actual connection. Was also, when they resisted a connection, they also resisted themselves. they blocked themselves. So they were, you know, a twin flame is a 5D being on the 3D earth. And this person denied that path, right? So they became a villain in their own story, that it could have been different, but they denied it. The axis denied the moon, the wheel of fortune, the 5 of pentacles, and the 10 of swords. So they have actively been deactivating from this connection, actively deactivating like no tomorrow. But actually, when they've been actively deactivating, they feel pushed to the ground, their sorrow, and they don't actually, and they could think that you have put some kind of curse on them. It's like they are trekking back, they're trying to go back in time, and they're like, oh my goodness, did I hurt them? Are they putting a curse on me? Whatever they're thinking is not really working out for them. They are not getting the calling here, and this person is very much wounded. They see you as here a temperance, like an angel. They see you as being healed, and they're wondering here, how is that possible in a way? Again, this person here could have, and there are lots of different types of twin flame unions, and it's like this person rejected their calling. They didn't understand that it's not about the actual saying, oh, you gotta go and take this person in your arms, hold them and care for them and move in with them. If you said no to that, then your whole world will go down. It's not about that, but perhaps that's what they thought. That's what they thought. They thought, I want to live as a free spirit and all this stuff. But they could have carried on living like in ways that was just like not be, it's like it was more than sort of being rebellious against the union. They were not being a good person. They were just actively being like a rebellious but a mean person. It's different rebels, right? Because usually twin flames are like the chosen one in the spiritual realm. They are supposed to be light workers. They are supposed to help people. It doesn't always have to be like any kind of title there either. But this person, they actively deactivated, and they didn't really get it. They really didn't really get that they had a purpose. They could have run away in a sense, because you were not running after them. You were just giving them a love, but you could have been been a light worker already when you met this person. And again, for them, they looked at you as the white witch. See, you are dressed in white, the temperance, the queen of cups. And it's been taking them a very, very long time, and almost spirits has to sort of beat them down at their own game in order for them to really sit in their pain and realize that if they use their, if they do become aware, they will see the difference between the dark angel, let's say, if there's someone that was, and so it's like their views were completely twisted. So what they experienced was like people that was maybe giving them stuff that was like for free in a way, or that was like, people that was very superficial in a sense, people that will say that they are very free spirited, but actually they were conditioned this way to believe that those are the people that are, the free spirits, the people that are there to support them, when in fact they depleted them and they lost their power and they lost their finances and they lost a lot of things here. And they look at those people that they thought were helping them, and they lost it all as well. And they are looking at you and seeing that, right, they see you as a challenge in a way, but they also are coming to realize that the true temperance and the magician here, they are true light workers, and which so again, their mind have been sort of conditioned in a way that it's almost like, you know, some people could be growing up in dysfunctional family or narcissistic kind of ways, or people that are very full of themselves, to be like, no, anyone that would sort of go it alone, any lone wolf, no, they are witches, they are bad people, right? We are the only people in the groups are people that are acting by the society's rules, and we mean well, you know, all the outcasts, they are outcasts because they are the witches of the environment, right? So they have grown up thinking just following a group system, following like other ideas, and that's where their mind has been at. So if for some of you here, I'm telling you that yeah, I believe that the reason you and this person, wow, see here, have been separated is because of their mind, how it was conditioned, and for them they have sort of acted very mean towards you and in their mind as well, until all this depletion has happened and until they are likely to go through an awakening, because of course that's what the twin flames do. And I knew there was a calling for me to do this reading because there's something significant happening here. You know what I mean? Like, it's like this person had to go through some kind of hell, you know. They are starting to get a deep inner knowing that they're meant for something. It's like they have to sort of feel isolated in order to actually sit still with themselves to get the true signs of their calling. So this is quite a significant change here, twin flames, a significant change in the twin flame dynamic. And I would say, when it comes to the actual reunion of a twin flame, it will actually never be how you imagine it to be the first time you separated. It's impossible. And probably many twin flames will go through this path and be like, now I'm ready. Or then it could be like, no, I don't want my twin flame. There could be all kinds of emotions. It's usually about being neutral. You know, if you look at people that are really sort of spiritually and tapped in, and I guess that you could see people that is like, you know, people that are very good at manifesting because they have to find themselves at a very high vibration, right? You see their communication style and everything. They don't really go into this down dark alleys when it comes to how they communicate and vent, and all this kind of stuff is kind of releasing all that baggage. I believe that's sort of a bit the same in twin flames. It's two people becoming these kind of light workers in a sense, because you are shedding everything else. And I see that for many of you, you are possibly becoming someone like that, where you find yourself less triggered. You find yourself like you're being called towards your purpose, and you feel that it's easier for you to go towards the purpose when it comes to just your life in general. Money could come into you easily at this time. You could be sitting under this lemon tree, and I have that soundtrack in my head. The lemon tree song. If someone's waiting, they're bored. When they're looking around, there's just another lemon tree. And you could have Gemini in your chart, Gemini, Libra, Cancer, Scorpio. They could have Sagittarius, Aries, Pisces, but we're going to continue to clarify. We have here the death card. So you have in a recent time gone through something where you are, it's kind of a death of the old you, death of something that no longer serves you. It could be anything from changing your identity. There's a shift. There is also maybe you have left people behind. You have severed ties as well. Justice is here to serve you now. Good karma is coming in towards you in your life here. They're twin flames. And what you don't see coming, there's a wish. There's a great wish of happiness coming into your life here based on taking aligned action. So for those of you that are manifesting and maybe have been on a bumpy road when it comes to manifesting, figuring that out, something I also want to mention about that, I like to sort of include practical examples, because I think everyone has a different type of vocabulary. Personally, I don't really have a huge vocabulary in English, not even in my other language, to be honest. But I see here that you're understanding what you want and understanding what it means to take aligned action for what you want to manifest. So you perhaps are doing something different. If you're coming out of a period feeling depressed, feeling like, you know, it's kind of like one day is blurry going into the other, and you feel like, oh, I'm so far away from my manifestations, for instance. I'm so far away from love. Oh, I'm so far away from it. It looks like here in the present moment, there's an opportunity for you to make a shift. And that shift is available to you. So what I mean, it's like you can just decide that, okay, from today, I'm going to be this person that I truly want to live. And that doesn't mean that you don't have any feelings of, like, it's not like, oh, every day you sleep well. Every morning you wake up and you feel ready to bounce. You know, you always have moments of, there's some confirmation, walls are shaking. You will understand what it means to make the shift into with love and aligned with your manifestations. So you are, maybe the challenge was that you didn't love yourself the way that you need to love yourself in order to attract what it is that you want. And the shift is happening when you understand it. It's kind of just like you will make the shift by also deleting something in your environment, and you will know what that means to you. This could be a habit. This could be a way of reacting. This could be a way of being triggered. This could be a way of thinking. This could just be a different, like, you. And so you're taking aligned action here to manifest your wish, and you're just going for it. You're not asking anyone for permission anymore. You are just going for it. So whatever you want, basically, it's like, go for what you truly desire, what you truly want. So, okay, if we look at an item, for instance, we look at an item that you want. All right, is you go for a diamond ring. Let's say a diamond ring, and you see it in the window. You're not going to steal it, obviously. You're not going to get anyone to steal it for you either, obviously. But you feel how it is to have that ring. Let's say if you want to be married to a twin flame, you feel put a ring that you imagine is the ring. You put it on your finger, and you're like, how does it feel to have that ring on, and why does it feel? And let's say if you do put it on, you're just like, actually, maybe it was just something I thought I wanted, because that sometimes happens too. So I don't know why I'm saying this, but it's a point with it. So just go with it. So it's like something about your manifestations that you're starting to feel into when it comes to love and why you want it. So that's where things are coming to life when it comes to this union here as well. It's like, why do you want it? The two of you here have gone on a different path when it comes to who you want to be with, because you have disregarded each other. So they could have rejected you, and you see this person as someone that have rejected himself, they aren't aligned and so on. So you have given up on them, but at the same time, you are sitting under this lemon tree. There are other, and all you see is another tree, because it's only one them. So it's saying here, if this person is truly who you love, in that sense, even if, you know, they are not who you want them to be and so forth, and it just seems impossible, it's trying to tell me here that you need to cancel those thoughts of the 3D decisions and view on this person, because if they are your true twin flame, you have to be open to this reconciliation in the 5D in order for you to figure it out, in a sense. So by doing that, I'm getting a picture of a ring. Obviously, I'm getting a picture of, so a physical. Okay, so let's say you put yourself in this imagination that you are in the room with your person, right? In the room with your person, there is no before, there is no after, like there is just the death. So there is just nothing, like, you know, it's like death, they are a stranger. Let's say they're a stranger to you. Nothing, you don't have a history with them right now. So you visualize them in that room with them. How would you feel in that room with them? Would you, if they put a ring on your finger, a diamond ring, if this person, will kiss you, how would you feel? it's like, it's almost like it's not for me to decide how you will feel or how you should feel. The secret is there, it's saying. Okay, so for some of you it's coming up because it has to do with the confusion of who your twin flame is, and it has to do with also how you feel with their physical presence. But it's not something you need to tell other people, and it's not something you have to call and tell them either. But the answer is there. The answer is there for you if this is your twin flame, and if this person is someone that you do love. Because you might have decided if you should love this person or not based on what has happened around them. So you'd be like, oh yeah, they did X, Y, and Z. Of course I don't love them. Yeah, but do so anyway. I'm getting a calling to say that, and there is an answer. So let's say if you, because everyone kind of know the answer, you know what I mean? We just get we usually only get triggered when other people ask us to, let's say, write it down because they're gonna read it, even if that's like an AI. Or if you write it down yourself, if you write it down yourself and you know no one's looking, not to me, not to any comments, usually that's when you know the truth of things. Only that's when, because you don't get triggered. Anyway, I know that sounds annoying, but it's coming up, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. So let's look into the moon. So if you have two people, for instance, and you're like, I wonder who is my twin flame. So you just, it's just saying, do an exercise, write it down, but just do it for you, because you're going to find some answers. If you write it down and you are like, write down two name, the next question you ask is that, okay, what would I do? What's the first thing I would do if that person was in the room with me now? And just write it down. You might be surprised to what you write down as well. Sometimes we don't know these things before we do that. So, yeah, that's that. And if you get the answer that, yeah, this person is someone, yeah, will be genuinely feeling very, very happy. But it's not about it's not about writing down, oh, are we going to move in together? Am I going to forgive them? It's not about that. It's about how you would feel in that moment of this person standing in the room with you right now. Nobody needs to know. They don't even need to know. You don't even need to know. What does your soul say to who is this person to you? It's not about the future, what you meant to do, not about forgiveness. It's just that moment. How would you feel if this person was in the room with you right now? How would you truly feel right there, right then? And that answer will keep the answer. That's it. It can help you on your journey. Now, the moon. The moon, and the recent past. All right, yeah. So yeah, coming out of, usually twin flame journeys as well, they come with a lot of dips. You can suddenly be someone who feel, why do I feel some type of way today? Why do I feel foggy today? It could be a beautiful sunny day and you're like, why do I feel so weird? Again, it has to do with a twin flame journey. It comes with, you know, you're on a journey with a chariot, you come lots of pit stops. The Four of Swords is kind of like saying, it could be for some of you here, or it could be with them because you also tapped into each other here. It's like, I feel defeated. I don't have any talents. I don't know where I'm going. So this person as well here, I see, yeah. This person chose another path. They chose a soulmate, I feel, as well. They chose a completely different path, yeah. So this twin flame of yours here, this is someone that chose a completely different path. And that's why it's like this person did actively try to disconnect with you because how their mind has been conditioned. And they could be mean, they could have ghosted you, they could have rejected you out in the open, they could have said a lot of things even behind your back, all these kind of things. But remember that they're saying it about themselves. And also, this is not about like saying, there's always an excuse or they can do that because they're a twin flame. It's not really about that. It's something about a bigger picture. So usually the twin flame, you know, if it's your twin flame, it's another half of you. It's also a shadow side of you. So rejecting them, let's say, that's also rejecting part of you that is a part of you that you also need to heal, even if that part of you does not come out like them. You're like, I will never do that. You know, it's not about comparison of saying, look, I have a better job, I make money, this person here lives in the streets. Why are they my twin flame? So it's like, again, do the exercise of thinking that, because you find an answer. Because yes, this person has declined and done everything mean. It's like someone, their soul have acted as a teenager that get forced to believe in God and convert into religion, and they're like, no way, I want my freedom, and they will just keep sabotaging. Later in life, 100% sure this person will look back and say, oh my goodness, why did I do that? Then maybe realizing it was parents, the environment, this, that, and the other, and maybe it was mental illness and this, that, and the other as well. All right. So this person here, their calling was you. They rejected you. They rejected their destiny. They ghosted you. This person had been in the cold. This person is going inwards. This person feels sort of beaten down here. There is a lot of there is a realization around this person, what's been going on. And as that comes to light, there is again the possibility here to heal the soul so it does become one. And again, that's why a lot of twin flames don't become a romantic relationship, because yes, you are a 5D being, you're living in a 3D world, but yeah, 5D beings also want to be more alone or with someone that is, you know, living the 5D as well, that is a soulmate or someone else, or, you know, just not them, because there's too many scars that's happened, because, you know, we still live in the 3D world. So yeah, that is understandable why most twin flames don't end up together, because it's too difficult. It's too maybe some do when they get much older, because they just get worn out from kind of not being together. You know, there's so many different twists and turns, right? And when you think about it, a relationship is always 3D. It's 3D because 5D is spiritual. 5D is the soul connection that you have. It's always there. It's always part of you. The relationship, as we call it, the format, you know, as soon as if that is like, okay, this person lives under my same roof. And I think, you know, the 3D relationship, that's why people like saying, oh, I have a wife, I have a husband, right? You know, what are those? That's just like saying you own someone. You own someone. So this person has your address. So this person then, according to you will say that this person is a relationship. But I can tell you that much. I've been in relationships that when I was younger, yeah, you could call them that. But I would say it was nothing like a relationship. It was just a name to an address. And that's the truth. That's what most people go for. They go for a name to an address and saying, yeah, that's my miss, that's my husband. You know, it's doesn't mean they're in a relationship. The real relationships, the real spiritual relationship and the relationship that is pure love, is usually don't live under the same roof at all. Because usually it is those people that really is like, oh, and everyone thinks like that. And that's how this person thinks, because most of us will think and that I really need the feminine around me. Now I need someone to do my garden. I need someone to water my flowers, and I need someone to paint the walls. Absolutely every single human, regardless of our, journey and where we are, you would always want that 3D format. At some point, it's like when you're sick, if you live alone, you're like, oh gosh, wouldn't be nice if someone could make me some soup. You know, there's different scenarios. So I see this person here have chosen a 3D journey. And this 3D journey, see here, they view you as the death and the temperance, someone that's going through a spiritual awakening, someone that they have ended things with. But their intentions here is forgiveness. Their intentions is to give you, come forward. King of Wands, this person is like, okay, they're coming towards you. This person in their environment, there's a healing taking place. There is a break taking place in a soulmate union. There is also them being isolated from a group. This person have tried frantically to fit into a group setting all their life, and they're like almost ashamed over if they can't fit into a group. So they are one of the group people. They want to be one of the sheeps, but when they're not. So this could be someone that's much younger, someone that is sort of denying that they're calling as well. But there is something happening within this person at the moment. But let's see what's happening. Let's clarify. I had to drink some water. It's very hot. You know, the two of you are on like complete difference, like where you are in your journey. It's like the most, I think this is the most controversy twin flame couple ever, right? It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense to you. It doesn't make sense to the real world at all. See, they here have a karmic bond. So they've been in relationships where they need a third person to maybe make them jealous to stick together. Maybe they used you, or they thought they used you, but this wasn't a use. This was them, you know, having a calling to move away from this relationship, this person where they are, but they didn't do that. This could be someone that is gambling, buying a lot of stuff to kind of is like keep themselves excited. They have been in relationships where it's like doing something to kind of hurt each other, or doing something very superficial in order to stay together. They might have thought like, say, ghosting you, disappearing and stuff like that will keep you together, because they have been on a karmic wheel with a karmic person. That's how they have gone about things in life, but that's not how it works with you. It could also, of course, with the devil, sexual of nature. They could also think here that by being away from you, that you are going to have this lust for them, right? So this person's ego could have been sort of challenged, because again, you were not really you could be so opposite when it comes to why you connected. Like, you connected to this person to show them love and the affection, but this person was only saying, I only go with if the opposite sex, if that's what I want, or you know, regardless of the gender, if I'm straight, gay, or you know, regardless. That they were always sexual. They were like, it is just sexual, that's just what I want of a relationship, that's just the whole point. So that's been their thinking. That's just been a one lane. See, they already know that you have, it's like they already view you as someone that is better off without them. They already view you, they know that it's like you have disconnected from this person, you have healed. They already know the further away you are from them, the more happy you are, probably. They already know that, and that's what they're afraid of as well. So, I mean, this person here is, you know, their action here is like, okay, I want to come ashores, I want to give attention, but they're still the same. But there is some kind of positivity because of isolation here as well. There is something about the destined wheel where they have to confront their shadow side. They have to look, they have to do something else here. They have to try a different road. And it's something, you know, it's I would say if after this situation with them, they don't change their path, again, the wheel will turn here, basically. They're very much focused on the sex side. It's a bit like what I'm getting. Have you seen the latest Joker and Harley Quinn movie as well, where she was turned on him, you know, so turn on him because he didn't want to be the Joker. It's like unbelievable, right? She's from the, you know, have a rich dad, and she just wrote herself into hospital to meet him because she wanted to live that fantasy. You know, she wanted to live in a fantasy. She wanted to live in the ego. However I explain it, that might not be how the real meaning in the movie is anyway. But that's just the comparison I see here. They were like, I wanted that act between the two of you. So let's say there was a playful side of you that, you know, they find it very entertaining. They suddenly saw that, my twin flame, they are just boring, dull. I see their wounds. I don't want to see their wounds. Yuck. I want to see that cool side. So I see this person here choosing, like, you know, it's like, yeah, I want to see something. Maybe you were someone that was wearing certain clothing, acting certain way, acting in your ego as well, and they found that really appealing. They, like, if you watch that movie when she sits in the front row and she's like, yes, that's my Joker, come on. And he's like acting like the villain. And then when he gets back to the jail where he's staying, he gets beaten up and he's just like, no, I don't want to be that person anymore. So you know, he wanted to be free. And that's his spiritual awakening in a way, right? He rather, you know, and I'm not going to, maybe you haven't seen it. So I'm not going to say, but that's how I see this person is. They are like, no, I'm going to be that, like what we have when they are playing or dancing to my drum. I mean, why would they not want that? And actually, when I watched the movie, and I was like, yeah, he looks like shit without the makeup actually, and with the makeup he looks so much better. And it's like you get that like villain feeling, because actually all of us, I think, when we watch the movie, we all subscribe to the villain style. I do, at least, you know. But still, I wouldn't want to be like that. It's like wrong, or it's kind of, you wouldn't want to be like that. But for most of us, we do approve of it. We do. It is exciting, but we do say it is just for the movie, right? We're like, of course, you wouldn't advise anyone to act like that. Normally, you would advise them to follow the person that was, you know, going to set him free. Go and approach a new life. Say that you're mentally ill. Say that to get free, and then you start a new life. Don't flare it up and saying, ha, I'm glad I did it, right? And just so I can be cool and be like, ha, I do what I want. So that's the story of theirs. That's their story. They are stuck. They want to be the Harley in that story, that movie, right? So it's a big, they are waiting for the moment that you are sending them a sign to say, all right, let's play that game once more. But you're not doing that, because you cannot do that, because you are not that person anymore, or you're not that person they made you to be. That's they almost created an alter ego for you here. They're twin flames. So you have the Four of Cups. See here, wow, isn't that bizarre? There we have the Joker. And I said this is reversed, right? That Harley Quinn is obviously the female character, and you are the Joker that wants to come clean. So maybe some of you are male here that have taken off your mask. You don't want to be that. So anyway, we're going back to the reading, but that's like bizarre. See here, there is you taking that. It's like fresh start. You are the new you. You have leveled up. You are making your you have your boundaries up, because you are choosing true love. There has been illusion for you as well. They're twin flames, and I will call you the divine feminine as I begin, but you can be divine masculine, all right? But you are here. There has been you questioning moral activities or moral decisions as well. Some of you could be, you know, the chosen one. Some of you could be, you know, very, very psychic as well. There is victory here after you have given up something that fueled your ego, and that is this person. After you have sort of been honest with yourself, with everything that's going on with you, it's like that is kind of washing your soul. Yeah, and it's a great feeling. And the more you wash your soul and feel sort of living in your pure, you know, mission, basically, the worse they feel, because remember, they are the other half of you. And it's almost like maybe what you have to accept is like, as long as if they are your twin flame, and you feel that maybe some of you could feel shame when you have certain thoughts, maybe that is part of them. So it's like you're coming to terms which part of you is them, is part of you, and instead of feeling shame, you're finding a way to sort of battle the demon within yourself as well that has to do with them here. And that's again how you are healing. So you are healing your whole being here. See, so we have here this person. Yeah, see, there is so much resistance as you are healing, as you are like releasing this person, as you are not going back to that person. So, you know, 80% of you here is like, you know, you have come to peace with your choice when it comes to them. But it's still, like I said, when you go into yourself and you see them, there will still be that, there will still be the affection and love in that moment you have them, because they are part of you, your twin flame, regardless of their behavior. But that is not the same as saying you are them, you have to be with them, you can't be in another relationship. But for sure, most twin flames are the chosen ones and are going to be in a lot of unhappy relationship because they're here for a different mission. And that's often what the experience is. It's more of an analytical perspective. It's not a fact. So that's that. And if you see here, someone is basically indulging in things that make them more suffer more. Again, they could be using drugs, alcohol, gambling, sex. It's like, social media. They could get into. It's like they need to feel the opposite of joy in that purity, because they are too far in and they don't know how to come out of it. So again, they could just go sinking quite far down, but they need also their supply. So there's definitely something to do with addiction around this person. And it's also something about this person falling from grace as they turn away from this union, but they think that they are cursed. So they only think in that sort of 3D almost, and think that they're cursed. Maybe you cursed them, that coming into contact with you was their worst thing that could have happened to you, even though the fact is that, why would it? So in their mind, they would have been, they used black magic on me. They cursed me. I should never. I'm now gonna always be mean to people. See, this person's eyes aren't showing. They're blocking their third eye as well. So they're angry, and they could also be like almost a bit like they could come back and sort of show you like, it's like they are rebelling towards you as you are their parent, telling them no. Some of them have an issue with their mother. Some of them have an issue with like rebellious behavior. There is just something within them that is still ongoing because they have been told something in their childhood or whatnot. So it's a very, But let's see, the Emperor shows up here. The Knight of Cups shows up here. So there's an overall energy of a change here. Now, what I see, because you're going to have a choice, and that's often the case, you're going to choose a romantic partner. You're going to choose someone that is kind of your, because also the Emperor and the Empress, it's not really like the most suitable people in a love relationship. That for me, that is the King of Cups, Queen of Cups, or maybe the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, right? Because it's like the love, they're very giving, they can fit very well into the 3D. But the Emperor and the Empress, I see them as like, they could also be best friends, and that come together after a lot of scars, but they are still together, right? And they might not always be super romantic even, but they come together for bringing their wealth together. So that's here as well. Now, there could be here, if I see the Tower, we can maybe witness a change. So let's see. The twin flames, they have an opportunity to change, and maybe this person knows it deep down here as well. Let's see what is happening as per this week. No, I do not see that change in this person. Yeah, and I think that is not really what you are after either. Some of you are sort of yes, you know this you can see and feel where this person is at, even if you don't see this person, basically. So wow, a lot of messages coming up. So why is the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune here for the twin flames? Yeah, see this crossroads, they're getting bored of the crossroads. The challenge here is the spiritual awakening. You are the one going through the spiritual awakening. They are going inwards. They're wrapping up a cycle. You see here the Empress, they are stepping up here. There is something about a spiritual awakening here for this person. See? Yeah. There is something happening. I feel what's happening for this person is the fact that I'm going to, it's asking me to pull some of these right now. Yeah. I feel what's happening is that they hit rock bottom. Maybe they can't afford their vices they have had before. They can't afford it, so they could be going through. When I see the moon, it's like anything you are detoxing from, whatever it is that has been hard. If it is a person, surrounding, job, obviously physical substance, food, sugar, anything, that you have been on, then you will go through a period of feeling bad. Nobody feels good with cleansing. Anything bad out of your system, you're going to feel very bad and you want to go back to it. But I see this person, it's going to be a blessing for this person that they never thought that removing the Devil would change anything. And it is. Because the Devil, when it's so deeply rooted, if it's a belief system even, it will make you feel that it doesn't change anything, of course. The separation has been very hard on this person. Religious factors. I feel here maybe religious factors. Family, wounds. Courthouse. Yeah, they are alone with their problems. There is also, we're getting here the empress and the, so there's a mother figure, like I said here, a mother figure has been toxic, maybe even narcissistic. They're realizing, a lot of people are realizing more about narcissism as well, what it means, what it looks like, right? It's not what the world said it was. So there is them taking a look at you. They're viewing you that you are not in a rush to do anything at all. You are not running after them. Their intentions is here to heal. After realizing there's something is coming to light to this person that is significant. That's very significant. It has to do with, some of them could be like a near-death experience as well. Some of them could realize that they are betrayed by the group that they chose over you. Oh my goodness, yeah, it was 28 degrees. I was thinking, why am I feeling nauseous? It's cloudy today as well. So yeah, we're going to clarify for you here, but this is what's happening with them, your twin flame. They are going through it. There is something about a mother figure, whether this is a relationship where they have to heal, they have to forgive their parents. There's something to do with religion here. So at this point, what they're going through, their twin flames, is their own spiritual awakening that is triggered by their environment. They are seeing that there is a glitch in their system. They are seeing that they're called to rest, because this is the present moment as well. The magician is that two people have the skills available to them, but both of them are exhausted in some shape or form. You know, it's called to action, but it's needing to also take a rest. In your case, it could be that you have a lot of gifts and skills, right? But now you also have to rest and rejuvenate before taking that action. That's showing up here before you take that leap. So it's time to meditate, it's strategize, plan. It's definitely not rushing things when it comes to you here. Finding a productive way to rest and rejuvenate. So that's different messages coming up here. And when it comes to them here, they're being forced to go inwards, and they're getting their true calling, and they're also getting, like, for some of you twin flames, this person could be someone that fell off your map for a long time ago. You're not speaking to this person, you don't know how they're doing, or you, again, like I said, you find the answer when you tap into, you know, what you will do with this person in a room kind of thing. And that's when you get the true answer if they are your twin flame. That's for some of you, maybe not all of you here, right? Because it's something about the physical, but it would have to look at it from a perspective of them almost being a stranger, if you know what I mean. Like, for some of you, can't even imagine, because it's like, I know people come to twin flame readings different stages, right? So there's different feelings about that, because the thing is, when you're hurt, then trying to think of someone being physical and then not having that, oh no, I haven't forgiven them, or yes, I want to be with them, but I can't say that I want to be with them because actually they have been horrible to me, so why would I picture this person in a room with me, right? So it can be all kind of things. So again, this has not to do with sharing it to other people. This has something to do with how you actually feel about this person's presence if you had them, like, let's say, for an hour. So I don't know why I keep saying it, but I'm getting called to say different things. So that's how it is. This person here has been betrayed by a group of people that they looked at as their allies, their right hand as well. Some of them could have even joined the gang, like almost a cult thing here. Like they could have called themselves the chosen ones, the ones that are looked after, right? It's all like and without realizing that, okay, because the devil is sex, drugs and rock and roll, maybe, right? So it can be like, yeah, we use this to have fun, we use this and we are all together in this, right? But we want the greater good. There's all kinds of different things that they have been part of here, I would say. All right, but they are getting the sort of true message here, because they are actually the empire around them, or what they thought was true, what they thought was the leader to follow, has showed their true colors. So some of them, this could be their own mother, or this could be a mother of their child. This could be a leader they looked up to. It could even be a religion where someone was like, okay, we have their religion. So we have obviously Catholic, because I'm seeing the Empress, so maybe they believe in Maria, right? So it's not about saying that religion isn't true. It's more to do with, like, people could have sort of said, oh, we do everything in the name of maybe the Catholic, and then we do the X, Y, and Z, but they're realizing that the controversy. So this person have only, if you only associate yourself with this type of members of the society, but then that's all you see, of course it's going to be true to you, but only when you go through any kind of breakdown of some sort, they are forced to think about this union, or they're forced to think about what they actually believe. So you could get strange visions coming up to you that you're like, because this person could be tapping into that version of themselves where they have found peace and they're choosing a path for them because that's their belief system, not because they were sort of thrown into a society or religion. They're looking for their true sort of call to action. So that is going on with them, and that's why you could get maybe almost like flashbacks at the moment of this person, and they could get a view that kind of flashbacks, they say maybe like when you're dying, like you see that film roll about your past, people that you've been with, right? But this would be the two of you seeing glimpses of each other showing up. So they could show up in your dreams. You are showing up in their dreams. Stuff like that is happening each to your own, and you're not speaking about it. But at this point, it's not going to be from a sort of, oh, someone is now putting a spell on me. Oh my goodness, I need to get that removed, or I need to sort of block them even more. It's not really about that anymore. It's actually the true calling to action, true calling to oneself here that is going on. And this could be happening in the month of Cancer. So your feeling here is very neutral. You're feeling here to them as well. You're feeling to love, instead of maybe sitting under this lemon tree and saying, oh, I'm bored, I don't believe in love. I think you're gonna reframe it, or you're going to reword it, and you're going to say, from today I take new action. From today I start again. Today I have my boundaries are in place, but you have some struggles left to take here. See the Magician and the Lovers. So here it is as well. It's like, you have power to call in what you want, but also remember to take that rest. See, the advice here is to invest as well in, it's like, there is something about a family fortune, or there was a confusion around that, could come to light. There could be a moral sort of something going in your way, something about justice coming to you here, collective. So the Ace of Cups, yeah, there is victory and triumph in what you choose. So what you are choosing right now, what you are doing right now, I feel here is from your healing, but it's not actually easy. So for some of you here, it's like you have to do something, maybe, okay, you're doing something behind someone's back, perhaps. Your intentions is to sort of do something. You're taking action, but you are doing something you feel you have to do. What you don't see coming, there's something about a choice here, okay? You are going to see someone take action with truth. There is love, there is this wish fulfillment. You see someone stepping in that spilled cups over. You're going to see this person show up. They could have Sagittarius in their chart. There is something you are doing because you feel maybe that your boundaries are up. Yeah. You feel tired. You have a lot of strength, but for some of you here, there's something about someone draining your energy here. There's definitely something about you feeling depleted. So this could be to do with your own health. You have been wearing yourself out to care for others. So that's a different topic altogether. We're going to look into that. It can also be that you feel that this person is kind of stealing energy from you to get themselves up here as well. If you're near them, that would be happening. So if you are in contact with the twin flame, that's almost like they're sucking that out of you. Maybe they think that they're getting new powers, but they're not. So it's almost like, maybe it's kind of complicated. So you are realizing that you are sort of taking action into the new, but the road is bumpy because maybe you're doing it on your own because you're protecting yourself. You are something about you choosing to protect yourself, but it could be exhausting, especially if you have someone running after you. If it's this person or other people, that's exhausting. When you have to sort of sneak around because you don't believe you can trust someone, that's of course exhausting in some ways as well. So you're going to see those, you're going to find out these answers. So there's a lot happening behind the scenes here. I feel that you are not trusting anyone at this moment because you feel depleted. I feel here, yeah, you guys are feeling depleted. You could also feel that maybe there is someone, again, putting spells on you. Someone is manipulating you. That could be a feeling. So you have to sort of pull away here. So what is here for my dear twin flames? All right, so yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, improvements in a relationship, changing all patterns. So the Death card as well. So there is definitely something you're leaving behind here. There's definitely something you're leaving behind. The Death card and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So there is something here about a person behind the scenes tapping into the new version of them. There could be a female or another person here, like I said, someone that is quite toxic that is then trying to block it. So there's definitely something here about, there could be a Scorpio they're dealing with, for instance. There's a few different messages. It's like someone is petrified of this person kind of waking up. Okay, so the both of you have the Four of Swords. So both of you are going through at this time, but I feel it has to do. So this time, they're twin flames. You're going through a shedding of an old skin, but it's not really to do with them. Like it's not. For most of you, is something else. Could be your own family. Could be something you are trying to get away from, and they are also trying to get away from something, but it's actually bringing you together. But the purpose of also, well, what's happening? The purpose, the situation here is that the two of you are awakening to your environment in a new way. See, there is a narcissistic person around them, the Four of Swords, and there is something about a controlling authority around you. There is something about a corrupt system around them, and you see this person being trapped in a corrupt system. I'm seeing that. Yeah, there's a corrupt system. There is an extremely codependent situation around them, extremely codependent, and there is someone that is monitoring them and their journey to, yeah, it's like monitoring them. You are not even there, but it could be someone trying to send you some spells, but it doesn't work. So they're wondering, how the hell are you up and going? Because you are the chosen one, meaning that you are on the spiritual path. So you're not really impacted by any of these kind of yeah, there could be here someone that's very emotional. Yeah, a Queen of Cups in reverse. We have Scorpio. Someone is trying to take, someone that's an energy vampire around them or around you. Yeah, someone that have rejected their calling. Someone could have Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius in their chart here, and someone that is unhappy with not getting the attention that they want. Yeah, there is someone here that is very, very bitter because they're not getting the attention they want, because you could be moving forward into some wealth here. See, wealth. You are the High Priestess. You could have been someone that's chosen from an early on, a child. Here, there's something about a father figure as well. There is something happening here, guys, that is very like supernatural as well. It's happening. The two of you are going through something separate, but I see here that someone is like, you know, everyone that have a toxic side of them, label them what you want. In a way, I always think, yeah, you know, I know that so many behaviors fall under different characteristics and so on, but there's just so much there. But in this situation, it's almost like you have to look at why is there an extreme reaction and a trigger from a certain situation. So from their side, it is someone that have their mission to always keep this person isolated, always keep this person coming back to them and be in charge, right? And they are using everything around them to sort of keep them trapped. so that they don't see exactly what's going on. So they see almost the, like let's say in this case, this person, there could be someone around them casting this sort of stop towards you, because you are the one that's pure. You have no, you don't want anything from them, right? You are pure. So those that are against people that are pure don't want anything from anyone. They want to just live their own life, right? They are usually the outcast, the black sheep, the chosen ones, and this. So this person could see you as that, but they are telling this person that, you know, you are this villain and this horrible person that came in. Look how everything's bad's happening. If it's not from them, you are protecting them from you, kind of thing. So whatever it is, so that's what's happening here. There is here someone as well that feels like entitled to be, so again, around them, or this could be around you. It's like someone that's like, I am, you have to treat me as you do with your religion, right? So in our religion, let's say we believe in Jesus, or we believe in Maria, just a two example. You could be Muslim or whatnot, but it's like or in Indian culture, we believe in this, right? So we believe in this, that person is the good one, and I go to all the events that has to do with this person. So of course I preach the same word, right? But this is all twisted. And again, there is someone here that's trying to put themselves on the top of the hierarchy, that is saying that they are the Holy Grail, right? But this is all coming to light. So this twin flame union could be also, the mission here is to decode really, really corrupt systems, really, really like ingrown systems where it's like, oh my goodness, I've been in jail. I'm in jail and now I'm getting out of jail, and look what's happening, right? So all this stuff is kicking off. So the two of you are getting out of your own jail, but the two of you are still going to be played up against each other here because of what's going on, but pretty much. Because the two of you could be both have grown up in some kind of dysfunctional system. But the difference is that you know about it. So you are already walking your own path and doing things sort of behind the scenes in a way to avoid, play dumb perhaps. But they have not been doing that. They've been living sort of almost like preaching for their behalf, preaching for, it's like they could be speaking bad about you, or they speak bad about anyone that isn't sort of confirming to this society, this cult, whatever it is, right? It's like something, it can just seem, it's, a system that is corrupt it usually seems very, very pretty on the outside until one person that has actually been the person that's been hidden is breaking free. Then you will see the corrupt system, right? So the Knight of Wands here showing up for you. Yeah, there is the divine love, alignment, ultimate happiness. So we saw the King of Pentacles underneath the deck as well in the beginning. So there is going to be some glimpses here that this person is being set free from, and things might not be as it seems. No, it doesn't say here at all that you are going to be, oh yeah, sure, that sounds like a good story to me. Of course, I open my door to them now and they can come right over. Okay, it doesn't matter if they steal my everything, if they treat me bad. No, I know they're my twin flame. Don't care. I'll let them walk all over me. No, it's not like that. This is a spiritual kind of touching point with them. Like I said, when you see them in the 5D and how you truly feel about them, usually you should trust yourself that you know the answer, but no, of course not. If this person is in some, they have their own choice after all. So if they are doing something batshit crazy, and even if they're around someone that's crazy and you sniff that, I feel the energy and vibration around them is bad, and I don't really want to be around it at the moment. I might have my own things. Of course, you're not going to be around them. See, conflict, tension, defeat, mind games around you here. See, feeling trapped, victimized. So you as well, without knowing it, there could have been, see here, I feel here around you, see, around you guys, see what's happening here. It's kind of, yeah, there is a family conflict here. There's an illusion. There's someone here in a family system that is quite corrupt and casting some kind of weirdness, shadow work, illusions, facing fears. There is a family system here that will go down. And here you see, you have been sort of not acting in love or towards a love, perhaps because you do love this person, but you've given up on this person. But as this person is freeing themselves from that, you do see this person as gaining their spiritual lessons. And as you're one here, you see the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. You're going to be, nothing is as it seems. At this point, nothing is as it seems. So therefore, you're not going to feel as it seems either. Some of you could feel very weird doing things you don't know why you're doing it, protecting yourself, you don't know why you're doing it, because you kind of need to at this point of time. See? Addiction. There's a major codependency, obsession, restraint. See here, backstabbing, heartbreak, pain, separation, loss. See the golden mirror, narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain about the future. We have the coffin, new beginnings, liberation, reborn, transition, tragic endings, yin and yang balance, union, duality. So if you see here what's happening, engagement ring, abundance. See, a girl with a snake. There is someone here that you have to enable boundaries to, or they are enabling boundaries to, that is going to change everything here. So there is a reunion happening here that is kind of unimaginable. Is because the system around this person, and it could also happen to you, but it's different people. Or again, if you're around this person, you could even know about someone, but it's like the person will not be revealed because you are confronting them or they are confronting the person. It's something that is spiritual that's happening. It's going to really shine the light of someone's really, really toxic behavior, And again, twin flames, they are the chosen ones. They are protected. And there's the thing as well. Anyone that is really toxic, right? They usually will always consume something to numb their pain. Oftentimes, not all, I'm not saying that. Or usually always have to be around people. They can't be on their own. They can't stand themselves alone. But not like all people that are just very social and love being social. It's not that. There's going to be some specific traits about someone that is coming to light here. See, a love spell. You've been bewitched, yeah? Something could have happened in Mercury retrograde as well. Just a few more months. Good things come to those who wait. Make a decision. Work on your inner healing. Sexuality as well. Move on. Someone is unavailable here. Someone is expecting. Guardian angel. So there is ignoring the red flags. See here, air signs. Someone has something to tell you. There is something really, really crazy going on around them, like really, really crazy. And I also see for many of you, you could have been sort of spiritually attacked, but nothing is working. And they're seeing you as like, oh my God, nothing is working on them. So around them, they could have really sabotaged a lot of people. Like a lot of people that could have seen, they're like, see, we don't touch anyone physically, but we touch them spiritually, we attack them, and see, we are the messengers of God, we are the chosen ones, let's do that. They could be speaking all kinds of crazy language like that, and it could even be believable. Usually people that are even, it's like, I think everyone sort of, that's why I say you always know within yourself where you are at, right? Sometimes you can't even describe it. It's anyone will know when you're dealing with someone toxic if you are truly awakened. That's what I think anyway. And this person, they see you, your twin flame, they see you as being all cool, calm, collected, as being fine. Doesn't matter how much spiritual stuff is sent. And there could be like them, someone's trying to show off even. They're like amping things up. And they're going to see something here. See, their action is happiness, moving forward. There is some kind of contact with you and them where you are going to reconcile. This person is going on the other side. But it's like you are sort of, you're going to see things get worse before it gets better. There is something here that isn't as it seems, for sure. That's all I can say here. It's all I can say. I'm going to, let's put these cards here. There's like something huge happening in this twin flame union here. It's like, if you think about it though, why would people be against a couple to come together when you see a couple being happy together? Why? That's strange, isn't it? So, of course, that's each individual has to be awakened to why that is happening. Let's go a little bit into the past, what happened there. Yeah, see? There is recovery from financial loss, spiritual poverty, And, maybe there's something improving here. Negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, victim mentality, and entrapment. Exhaustion and burnout, deep contemplation, stagnation, restlessness, and stress. So this person could have gone through that, because I feel here that there was endings around them. There was releasing also. There's something about someone living beyond their means here. As well, there's something they are releasing. See here, wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, contribution. There is a tower being in reverse, personal transformation, fear of change, maybe averting and delay, disaster, suffering, collapse, stormy time, and restlessness. Here you have love, harmony, relationship, union, partnership. So there is this back and forth, back and forth. There is definitely a spiritual attack going on here. I don't usually like to say it, but there could be someone around you. Maybe you in the past didn't have self-respect. Maybe you were not self-confident. Maybe you were an introvert. Maybe you were selfish and jealous even, and maybe insecure. There could be someone around you sending some kind of attacks here. So you have abundance coming into your life. Again, twin flame unions, they are the chosen ones and they are protected. But again, it's like, as the chosen ones stand together in the world, there are also the spiritual attackers standing against. So it's like they are also awakened. So there's zombies awakened all over the world. So it's like, yeah, initially it could have seemed like one person around them was the one that was the queen bee sabotaging the union. But then there could be people around you that is sabotaging as well you, because it's like awakened to this. There's something about their support here. Difficult decisions here. You're weighing your options up here. There is saving money. So there is also saying here that that you're going to see someone act emotionally immature. I see as well that, yeah, what you're going to see here is going to be so many twists and turns, right? There could be someone that is heavily partying. That could be saying, oh, let's have a final goodbye. And someone could sort of attack this person again, and they go in the same dump if they're struggling with an addiction. I see here, it's like I said, it's like everything is laid out for this union to sort of come together, and everything is laid out for you to be successful. You have financial reward here. The love here that you want is coming towards you. It's saying here, the advice for you is this. It's like you have to try something you haven't tried before. And that could be, for example, let's say you have anything around you that is triggering you. You have, you could be trying to stay away from this person, for instance, right? But then but what you have to do here is this. If you believe, let's say, that you have healed, if you believe that you have a calling, if you believe that, your intentions are true and you are strong and you have, got all these lessons, you have to also practice these lessons by not staying away from the limelight, because that's what these energies want. They want to hide you. See here, they want to hide the love and the success that you have to show to the world. They want to exhaust you. So for some of you, you could go through like an unusual burnout. There is here, see here, there is like a really rocky road here based on this person. So again, it's kind of advised here to say you are able to stand strong and you're able to sort of face this person with your boundaries, because they will listen to you. And that's also how you're showing their environment, your environment. It's like you're not intimidated by nothing, but you do everything from a standpoint of love as well. And that's how you reverse the tower. That is how you heal, because running away, healing in the dark, because you are like, okay, I can only heal when I'm not around bad people. That is also, again, saying that you are afraid in a way. So again, it's not about walking into danger, obviously, but it's about not being afraid of your true calling here. Because then it's like trusting that you have this protection. So for many of you, it's like a true sort of about your calling, really. It's like big, actually. It's actually being presented in the spiritual warfare, and it's also abundance. So it's saying here, there's something about you are meant to be. So a lot of chosen ones, they get spiritually, rich internally and on the outside later on in life. And this is later on in life. This is where you are getting everything that you want, and you have to believe it. See, you cannot go into abundance with a scarcity mindset. So you could have been like this person here, they are surrounding themselves with bullies. But the thing is, like, you have learned something new. See, the Nine of Wands, you're going to be able to conquer those. See, the Death here, you're going to be able to conquer those demons, or obstacles, not so much about demons here. Queen of Wands in reverse. There is someone here, Page of Wands in reverse, they're immature, they are a scarcity mindset. But you are someone here that, see, there is someone here that is really sneaky, someone that's trying to block you, there's an energy here, specifically an energy, it could be a third party around their side here, someone that's very scarcity mindset, someone that could be pissed off, someone that they have divorced here. There is definitely someone here that believes that they can still intimidate someone here, basically, but that's not possible. So you will rise here by really believing in it's like a challenge for those of you to say, you believe that you are the creator, you believe that you have the tools, you believe you are going on a safe path where you receive abundance of everything, where you're living the best life. And this is what I want to say as well, right? So you might hear about, okay, like I said, black magic, spiritual attacks and so on. But when you manifest, you change your identity. Yeah. So when you change your identity, you are no longer the person you were before. So the person that, let's say someone, if you met someone and that was, let's say several years ago, and they see you that, okay, they took a snapshot. Okay, this is who you are. You change your identity. So whatever spiritual attack they send your way, they're gonna reach your old you. But then if you're going to change your identity, they're not going to reach you. So that's the point here as well. It's saying the reason why you could be burnt out and confused is because you're going back and forth about your new identity. But if you choose that permanent new identity, which no one knows about, but whoever you believe in, your God that you believe in, no one knows. So whatever spiritual attacks is coming towards you from here on, from anyone, if you just choose to stay in that identity, if you know that you've chosen to stay in that identity, you can, without a doubt, just go out, because whoever they see, that's just you wearing the armor, the mask of your old identity. But they can only affect you and your soul of the old identity. It doesn't go by your looks. Doesn't matter if you wear the same jacket even. It doesn't matter. It doesn't work like that. The psychic bridge is between the souls. It's between the psyche. It's between the identity. If you have changed your identity, then you are a new identity. Then you have made the quantum leap. So for many of you, you're going to realize here what that means. So you're going through a major awakening. You're taking a rest as well. I feel here what you're doing, you're realizing, I've been staying in this old identity. I've been sort of have my one foot in. See here, I've been having my one foot in. See, I'm psychic. I know these answers. I know I'm living the best life in my new identity here, right? But because there will be something, and this could happen in your environment, there could be something that is sort of like, oh, that's a little bit too close to home. And suddenly you're like, oh, I don't have the support network. Because the thing is as well, when you change identity, you will quantum leap and you will have to be that new identity. So therefore, those that aren't supposed to be with you, they won't come with you wherever you are. So those that are meant to be with you, they will also be around you. But this is a tower. This is a huge change. So all this is happening at the same time. So I feel here, for those of you, it's like you could be saying, all right, I'm doing the quantum leap. I'm already there. Actually, right now, I don't have a choice, because you know what I'm seeing? Me having that foot in that one door, I'm feeling sick, depleted. I get depressed. I jump into scarcity mindset. And that's your answer. You have to put both feet in to the new identity. That new identity, you have to visualize what it looks like to you when you live there. And you have to visualize who you're going to be with. And more so, visualize is not, again, don't put a name to a person. Don't put the characteristics and what they look like and if they shaved today or if they didn't shave and this, that, and the other. It's you have to put it to their soul. anybody's soul. So when you do that, when you go into saying, this is my happiness, this is the way I live, this is all this thing, but I trust that I will only attract someone in the new identity that does love me. That is when you truly, truly, truly will be happy, and no doubt, shadow of a doubt, when someone comes towards you, then you don't have to think that you have to take the lie detector out and give them a try before you buy way, or whatever the case may be, right? You just know that you've made that change. You have to trust that you are the new identity. But right now, I do see what you guys are experiencing is that you trying to stay in the old part of you, and maybe that is the part of you where that is this person. And maybe for some of you are like, oh, I'm still keeping that a little bit. I keep that a little bit because, it's something you have to decide. And once you decide that you are no longer that identity, all of this will fall away. All of this. You could then stand in front of a person that's been triggering you your whole life, and you won't be triggered because you are a different identity. So that's what you guys are going through, and it's huge. And again, this is timeless. This is completely timeless. So whenever this happens for you, if it is in July, if it's in August, September, October, November 2025, or maybe in 2026, or maybe even later, whenever you see this video, you will resonate with it. You will understand what's going on because there's so many messages here. And guess what? I'm going to show you. There is 1111 on the clock. Saturday the 28th, 1111. If that is not a message, then I don't know what is. So I'm going to leave it at that. They're twin flames. Pleasure doing your reading. I'll see you very soon.